Hey everybody, it's Joy Packard. I know it's last minute, but I am heading out to vote. It's almost 4 o'clock p.m. here in Houston. And normally I do early voting, but I didn't do that this year. So I'm trying to do my duty and go vote. Anyway, I wanted to say a quick hello to you guys. It's been an amazing day. It's I don't know what's going on with this weather, but it's like 88 degrees. I feel like I'm in Mexico now. The other day it was freezing and cold, and now it's like warm and I'm ready to go get in the pool. Anyway, I just wanted to say a quick hello and share with you some of my thoughts. And you know, today we just had a AAA guy come to get one of my friend's cars here, and it turned out that he is basically does towing, but then he does other things like what I'm going to be wanting to do, you know. And so I was thinking to myself, you know, like this very incident that might have been like kind of a hassle turned out to be kind of cool. Like he actually does concrete and remodeling, and he builds houses and all this stuff that I want to do. And so, you know, we had this conversation, and I got to thinking, you know, like if we didn't have to get that car towed, then I would have never met this person, right? And then the other day, I think I shared with you when I was in Austin, I was staying at this hotel, and it was next door to a homeless shelter, right? And the people at the hotel basically told me, I was walking to my event, and they told me, you know, normally you need to go and walk, you know, this way because, you know, it's just kind of scary to go that way. And so, but for some reason on my way, I don't know, I just had a feeling to kind of like walk in that direction, right? And I think I told some of you guys a story, and I ran into a homeless lady, right? And she was walking, and I have to be honest, you know, it was kind of scary. She just was a little bit out of it and everything. And then I ended up talking to her, and it turned out to be a wonderful conversation to where we talked about, you know, hopefully that she can change her life and turn her life around, and you know, all of this stuff. And I don't know, I walked away from there thinking, you know, it is never a coincidence. As we don't have, like, things happen for a reason in our life, and that happens to me over and over and over again, you know, that we are where we are where we're supposed to be. Things happen. We learn certain things from different lessons that happen in our life, right? Sometimes we have things happen and we just wonder, why do we have to go through this? Or, you know, why is this happening at this moment, at this time in my life, right? And so sometimes whenever that is going on, and, you know, we have to ask ourselves that, it's like, why is this happening, you know, today, at this moment, like I say. And it's interesting because every time something happens, like, I'm just like, wow, you know, there was a lesson to be learned. There was somebody that I needed to meet. There was a business venture that happened from this conversation. And so I just truly believe that, you know, that we have things in our life, and we have situations that happen in our life, and they happen for a reason. Maybe it's somebody that we're supposed to meet. Maybe it's a business venture that we're supposed to go in on with somebody. You know, maybe it's something that they needed help with, right? Or maybe it's something that you were an answer to their prayers at that moment, right? Have you ever thought about it that way? I was reading something the other day about how answers to prayers are sometimes done through people. And so sometimes that happens, right? Sometimes it happens to where whenever we are around somebody, and maybe, you know, we showed up at the time that they needed help changing their tire, or maybe we showed up whenever somebody needed something, right? And so I always tell myself, you know, it's just interesting because it's like, to me, it's not a coincidence. You know, whether you believe that or not, that's your own opinion. But I'm just saying, like, for me, I've had it happen to me time and time again in my life where, I'll give you another example. One time we were moving to Ruidoso, New Mexico. I was driving in this big old trailer. We were so poor. We bought this horse trailer, and it was, you know, $1,200, and it saved us in our move. And it was old, and my husband was already there working, and I had myself and all my kids. And so I was driving the truck that was pulling the trailer, and then I had a few of my kids driving another car to follow behind. And all of a sudden I ran over this something, and it just took out all of the electricity of the trailer. All the lights went out. So I'm just like, okay, here I am with all these babies, you know, it's like 10 or 11 o'clock at night. We're still 4 hours from our location, and my sons were underneath the car trying to, pull this. It was a piece of rebar, I remember, and it kind of caught onto the wires underneath the trailer, where it was really hard to get off. So 2 of my sons were under there, and their legs were kind of hanging out. And I remember somebody stopped, and they saw my sons, kind of doing that, and they thought, hey, do you guys need help? And I remember at that moment that, what a blessing, that they stopped at that very moment. They were coming. They took us to Walmart. They helped us change our fuses. And there's just so many stories and so many times in my life where I had somebody show up for me, or I showed up for them, or I met somebody because I was walking this way, or I was at a conference and I was networking and I met somebody and then we struck up a business deal. There's just so many different things in my own life, and I'm sure you can think of things in your own life to where it is not a coincidence. It's not coincidence that you meet people, and that they become a part of your life. So I just had this incident happen just now, like I say, and I've been actually trying to find someone to build storage buildings, to build flex space in this area, because there's nothing here, and it's hard to find the right people. And so this guy came, like I say, was towing a car off our lot, and it just happened to be a great conversation. So I just thought I would share that with you, because whatever it is and whatever you're doing in your life, and just know that you may be the very vehicle that is the person to help in a situation wherever you are, right? Or somebody may come into your life and they are the vehicle. And it's just so interesting to me, because I'm a lot more present in my life than I was before. And I don't know why. I think it might be because, my father passed away a few years ago, and ever since then, I'm just like every moment, like with my kids, or with people in general, that I try and live my moments a lot more fully. And I think as we are living and walking throughout our life, that's just something that we should realize, that we are here for a purpose, and we are here, to be in situations where we can be of help to people, or people can be of help to us. And I continue to just be in awe of every day, when that happens. I'll share with you, I have so many stories. I'll share you one more story. I never go into Walmart anymore. I say I never do. I try not to, because I do Walmart pickup, or it's just so hard, to go in there. So I went in one time because I needed something for one of my kids for school. And I remember just like, okay, I'm just going to go in there and get this done. And there was this lady in a wheelchair, and she was, wheeling herself around Walmart. And, she was just going around, blessing people and telling them how wonderful they were and everything. And I just thought, wow, this woman is incredible, and like, she came up to me and she says, you know what, I'm writing a book, and I just saw you over there, and I thought I would approach you, and I just wanted to get your opinion about this book that I'm writing. And I want to put you in it. I want to put you in this book. And anyway, I'm going to scooch up here because my signal's bad. So, basically, I met this lady. I'm about to lose signal. And, because I went into Walmart there, I met this wonderful lady, and she's become a part of my life now. And I thought to myself, if I didn't come to Walmart, when I wanted to, then I wouldn't have met her. So anyway, I've got to go vote. I just thought I'd share that thought with you while it was in my mind. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I hope that things are going well with you wherever you are in the world. Take care. Bye.